Hey everybody, Diesel Sims here. Today I want to do a video on how to better manage mods within FS19, more specifically mod maps. It's been coming to my attention here lately that people are starting to have issues with mod conflicts, and it's because they have more than one map in their mods folder. So to better mitigate this problem, we're going to go into our mods folder within FarmSim. So if you open your file explorer, go to documents, my games, where is it? There it is. FarmSim19. I'm sure you already know this. You know where your mods folder is more than likely if you're watching this video. And here's your mods folder. Now, I currently do not use this folder except for testing. This has got all my base game mods in it, mods that I start every map with. I have these mods in every map, regardless. So I just kind of store those here. I'll use this mods folder occasionally for testing, but the reason I don't use this for the end game mods anymore is the simple fact that it lives on the C drive, and I don't want a bunch of data stored on my C drive. The C drive is for the operating system. So I put my mods on a separate drive and have it work that way. But there's several ways you can do this. I'm going to show you 3 different ways that I've done it over the years, and then I'll show you the way that I do it now. So in the past, I would simply just go in here. I would right click, go to new folder, and then I would just name that new folder maps. Okay, and then with that new folder, I would store all the maps that I was playing at the current time. And I would have all the mods that I wanted in my mods folder. So let's say, for instance, I need to grab, I don't know, just grab a couple. Let's just say we'll just grab these 2 just for ha-has. Okay, so this is my maps folder that's got all my maps in it. This is my mods folder that has all my other mods in it. Okay, so I want to go and play Michigan. Well, I would just come in here, cut this, go into my mods folder, and paste it. Fire up FarmSim. It loads up the Michigan map. No other scripts are being loaded because it's only got one map in it. Now, if you get conflicts with, yeah, see, there is a map in here. So if I did load this right now, there would be conflicts. So I would cut this, go into maps, and paste it. So that was one way of doing it. Now, the problem I had with this was that I only wanted certain mods with certain maps, and my mods folder was getting pretty large, and it was pretty tedious to go through and have to select and deselect all the mods that I wanted every time I wanted to switch maps. So instead of doing this maps thing, what I started doing was creating individual folders for each save game. So if I wanted, let's say I had one for West Texas, and then another one for, actually I meant to do this, mod. Let's say this one was for Michigan. Where'd that West Texas one go? And this is just the way I used to do it. So I always put mods in front of it just so they kind of stay together. Just makes your life easier. What was the other map we put in here? Midwest. So I would go another new folder and just do Midwest. And this way I knew what mod folder contained what map. So I no longer needed this because I could just put these folders in the correct, where's it, paste. So put these maps in the correct folders. Boom. And the Midwest or the Michigan maps in here right now. Boom. So I had multiple mod folders for each map with the mods in each folder that I wanted for that particular map. So anytime I wanted to play that map, all I had to do was come in here. I would typically just put a 1 on this folder, and then say I wanted to play Midwest, I just rename Midwest mods, and now when I fire up Farm Sim, it's going to load Midwest and all the mods I want for Midwest. When I wanted to change it, I would just come back in here, put Midwest back on it. You get the idea. I can't spell, but you get the idea. And then I want to play Michigan. I would just go in here, delete Mich, mods. So every time it's going to load the mods folder, regardless of what else is in here. I no longer needed this map folder, so we can get rid of that. So the problem with this, though, like I was saying before, is I started playing a lot of different maps. This was getting quite large. And again, this lives on the C drive. And me personally, I don't want a bunch of stuff stored on my C drive. The C drive is for the operating system. So I finally found a solution to this problem that already lives within FarmSim, and it was brilliant. If you go down here to your game settings XML, now I use Notepad++, and I can drop a link for it in the notes below. You can also use just a text editor to edit this. If you just double click on this and you don't have Notepad++, it's just going to open it in Internet Explorer. And this is what you're going to see. Now, this is just to view the code. This, you can't edit the code, you can't do anything. So if you see this, you're in the wrong spot. You need to delete this, or not delete this, just close it. What you have to do is right click and click on edit, and it will open Notepad where you can actually go in and make edits to the XML. If you just have Notepad++, I've got it set to open XML files for me. I just double click, and this is Notepad++. If you look right here, the very first line, mods directory override. This is the line we need to edit to point to a different directory for our mods folders. So the first thing you're going to want to do is set this to true, because if this isn't true, it won't run. So you set this to true. And now we need the directory that the mods are in that we want to play with. So if we go back here, oops, I need to go to my G drive where all my FS19 mods are. These are all the save games that I play currently. So if I want to play Susquehanna, I go in here. The simplest way to do this is to right click, copy address, go into your editor, highlight between the parentheses for the directory. Make sure you don't have the parentheses highlighted, just in between them. And then right click and paste. And that'll paste the directory for you. So you don't have to worry about typing all this in or figuring out how to do it. You just right click, copy, right click, paste. Then you go up here and you save it. And that's it. Now when we fire up FarmSim, it's going to load these mods and this map. And this is all stored on a separate drive, so I don't have to worry about storage or anything. It's on a 1 terabyte drive. I've got all the storage I need on this drive, and it doesn't interfere with my operating system. That's just my personal way of doing it. I've been doing it this way for a while now. This way works the best for me. Personally, I just think it's easier because all I have to do is go in here and change the directory to whatever folder I want to do, save it, and then go play FarmSim. It's that simple. But you can do it however you want to do it. The biggest thing is just maintaining one map in the mods folder at a time. However you choose to do it, it's completely up to you. I take no liability or responsibility if you try to do this and something gets broke or your computer blows up. I am not responsible for that. I am just simply showing you the ways that I've done it in the past, the ways it can be done. And I don't know if there's any other ways to do it. This is just the ways that I've done it and the ways I've learned how to do it. If there's other ways that people do it, let me know down in the comments. I'd sure like to know how, or if there's other methods to managing mods. I know in 17 there was a mod or a program you could get, somebody had, that helped you manage your mods a little better, but essentially it was doing the directory thing. Now you can just do that. You don't need a program to do it for you. You can just simply go into the XML, edit the one line, and it's done. Or you can keep a maps folder and just move your maps around, or you can keep multiple mods folders in your FarmSim folder and just rename folders. Entirely up to you. That's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, smash that thumbs down really hard twice so I know for sure you didn't like it. Please consider subscribing and click the bell to get notifications when I post new content.